Hello. So here we are, 10 days post-op, and I am feeling a lot better than I felt on Thursday when I went home from work. I am going back to work tomorrow, and I know I'm going to be sore. And by the end of the day, I'm probably going to be very sore. But I am pretty confident in the fact that I'll be able to make it through the day this time. Um, the swelling has gone down so much. The bruising is even looking better. I think using the extra little bit of compression with the ACE bandage and the arnica, upping that, and um, uh, icing the sides has made a huge difference. I did read actually that once the swelling goes down, that heat actually helps the bruises sort of dissipate. So I'm looking for my heating pad. I know I have one. I know I've used it in the past year, so I just need to find it. Um, and using that on my sides, and then getting through. I've got an appointment next Monday. I'm assuming they'll take off some of the steri strips that are falling off, and um, things like that. Even where the steri strips have started to pull off, look really, really good. The wound healing seems to be really good. No weeping, none of that stuff. It's been mostly just swelling and bruising that's been bothering me. But Friday, Saturday, and earlier today, I basically laid low. I, continued to ice and compress and arnica and all those things. I did shower yesterday. Um, I went out grocery shopping today, and I need to remember my limitations. I'm finding, like, when I feel good, I forget that I can't do everything. Just because I feel good up and walking around and moving doesn't mean that I feel good carrying grocery bags. So we went grocery shopping. I was fine filling the cart, walking around the place. I was raring to go and all of that stuff. And then I was helping the girl bag, and I was trying to lift the bag from where I was bagging into the cart, and I was like, "Whoa!" Told my husband, "I'm like, you have to lift them for me. I can put them in, but I can't lift them in." So I have to remember that I can't lift anything heavier than about a half gallon. I went to lift the baby into the truck today, and I started to, and then I was like, "Nope." So I need to remember those things, that I have limitations. And that's fine. I'm not 10 days post-op from a major, major surgery. I don't know if I just, because it was something that I knew I was going to have, and I didn't have a trauma prior to it, I think. To me, it didn't register as a major surgery. I think of, like, my ankle surgery was pretty major and impactful, but I had major physical limitations. I couldn't use an entire limb, where I can use all of my body, and I just hurt. But there's no physical, I mean, unless I take off my shirt, you can see that I have major wounds. I have what's called an anchor scar. So if you look up breast reduction anchor scar, you can see the extent of which I was cut open. And even to think beyond that, because that isn't the only place they cut, that's where they sewed me back together. Um, it's a pretty fantastic, major surgery. So I was angry at myself for not being further along, or not being better already, or not being able to go back to work on last Tuesday, when I wanted to. I was mad at myself for not being Superwoman, I guess. And I need to realize that that's okay, that I need to be healthy, and I need to take care of me. And that's smart, and that's good for you. So I've sort of sat with that. I was texting a girlfriend of mine. I was like, I feel lazy, and I feel like I'm not trying hard enough, or I'm being a sissy, because I went home on Thursday. I was really, really upset with myself. And she was like, you know that that's crazy talk, right? And she's actually experiencing a broken leg right now. So, of course, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm like stupidly whining to someone who's going through something pretty traumatic herself. And I'm like apologizing to her, she was like, shut up. But regardless, I was, I was beating myself up for, because I felt weak. And I'm not good at that. I'm a very, and it's one of my weaknesses. My pride and my push through attitude can be a weakness. I can bowl over people sometimes because of that and things of that nature. So, and I can hurt myself. It can be a detriment to myself because I'm not taking care of myself. So I took a step back and I realized that I needed that.